Product provided by Sega! Guys, it finally happened! Sonic came to my house and laid a Crossworlds under my Steam library. Don't worry, I left chili dogs and milk out for him. So Sonic Racing Crossworlds is here, it's finally upon us. I feel like this game was announced forever ago. And I've been pretty open and honest about the fact that up until the open network test that happened a couple weeks ago, I was really not looking forward to this game. And it didn't really have anything to do with this particular game itself. I had all the previous Sonic racing games. I got the original when that came out, what is it, Sega and All-Stars Racing, and then I got transformed. I also had Team Sonic Racing. And each of those games they're fun. They're fun in their own ways, but especially after the last game, Team Sonic Racing, I think I thought maybe like, okay, maybe I'm done with the Sonic Racing stuff. Maybe I'm good. But then I tried that open network test, and my God, it really hooked me in a way that I was not expecting. I went from 0% to 100% interest real quick. Suddenly I was locked in. My eyes were locked on to this one. And so I gotta give a double round of thanks to Sega for hooking me up with an early copy of Sonic Racing Crossworlds, the deluxe edition too. It's very generous. I'm looking forward to playing as SpongeBob and Pac-Man and another character that I don't think I'm actually supposed to know about yet. I'm recording this the same day as a state of play. It's literally happening in an hour, and a lot of people are thinking they're gonna pop that cherry there. So anyway, so Sonic Crossworlds, what do I think about it? I like it a lot. I might even go as far as to say I kind of love it. And it's not just because I got it for free. Okay, I liked it before I got it for free, so I have proof of this. But before we get into it, I'd really appreciate if you could hit that like button and subscribe if you're new here. The like button has so much power. You have no idea. I had no idea until like very recently. Okay, that's not really true. I really underestimated it. Anyway, this is gonna be a first impressions kind of video. So I've spent a couple of hours with the game. I couldn't necessarily give you like a full-fledged review about it just yet, but my early impressions are extremely positive, which I expected this after playing the network test and enjoying it a lot. You can tell that Sega, they put a lot of time into making the racing extremely fun in this game. I mean, there's so much variety in not only like vehicle customization and characters, but like all sorts of gadgets that affect and influence the way you play and race. And let me tell you, dude, I mean, there are so many gadgets. I mean, there are so many different ways that you can customize the way you play. It's insane. I'm guessing it's gonna be a matter of time until people figure out like the optimal gadgets, the optimal vehicle customizations to completely decimate the competition. But for me personally, I just like playing the ones that I find fun. I don't care about going for the meta builds or whatever. Not my thing. I'm a simple man. I find a character I like, I find a vehicle I like, I find a customization combo I like, and then I stick to it. It's hard to get me to budge on that kind of thing. And for me right now, I've been enjoying playing Jet. I don't know why. I guess it's just kind of cool to see him back in the game again. I really liked the original Sonic Riders game. That's what it's called, right? Sonic Riders? Why am I having this moment? That's what we're gonna call it, Sonic Riders. We'll find out if I'm right. But yeah, I always liked those characters, the birds, those bird guys. And so getting to be able to play as Jet with the, the Riders hoverboard thing, I think it's called like Extreme Gear in this. Getting to play as them again. I don't know, it's super cool. So I've just been kind of gravitating towards Jet. Again, I'm a simple man. I also like playing as Sonic. I like Sonic. But yeah, man, this is a racing game that I find to be extremely addictive and highly replayable. And that really comes down to the whole Crossworlds mechanic of it in general. I touched upon this in my video about the open network test, but all 3 laps of a race have some very much needed and fun variety to them. You start off on one course, and then you transition into a totally different course for the second lap. And then for your third third lap, you're back on that original course, but it's had some changes. Presentation is generally switched up in some sort of way for the third lap, whether that's like opening up a new path or, you know, something has changed about it visually. Sometimes it even has like a different music track. I think actually every time it has a different music track playing for the third lap. Each and every race just keeps itself fresh, and I love that about it. Sometimes even during the second lap, there's this mechanic called the frenzy mechanic. The frenzy mechanic, yeah, that's exactly what it's called. But it throws in some kind of random element, whether, you know, it's, I don't know, there's like boost like rings, or when you're drifting, your drift meter fills up faster, or you have infinite speed boost Sonic Colors Alien. I know it's probably not super fair to be taking pot shots at Mario Kart World, because, I mean, these are two different games doing two different things, but, Nintendo, this is how you make an engaging kart racer. That was the toaster bath part of this video. So you have a couple of different options as far as, like, what you can play and get into. There's offline play where you can do Grand Prix, time trials, and they also have this thing called Race Park. There's like a couple of different unique ways to race in here. There's like 6 different like mini kind of game modes essentially. If you have any friends locally, they can also jump in and join you. But the basic gist of it is that you race against these, like, I don't know, cybernetic rival versions of some of the Sonic characters. After you beat them in a couple of races, you unlock new kart customization options. So that's pretty cool. I mean, that's one thing I gotta give this game. It feels like it's rewarding you pretty much constantly for playing, no matter what you decide to do, because Time Trial also has, like, music you can unlock, I think, for clearing times in there, and that's pretty cool. I have definitely spent the most time so far just doing Grand Prix. I was trying to go through and, like, clear all the cups, so that way I can unlock all the race tracks. And it's a pretty good time in there too. It's a pretty fun little challenge, because during each cup you have a rival who you have to compete against, and you know, there's like 23 rivals total. You have to beat them all, and then you can unlock Super Sonic, which that's a pretty cool thing. I think he's only an offline mode thing though, because he's like kind of invincible or something. They should just make Super Sonic a skin for Sonic for online. That would be cool. Then you can still race as him without being totally busted. Yeah, there's different difficulty levels for your rivals too, and like, phew, let me tell you, man, you know, when it starts getting up there in the difficulty, it gets difficult. Sometimes it feels like your rivals are just like totally invincible. It's hard to keep up with them. That's not a knock against the game or anything. I'm just saying it gets hard. I think I've raced on most of the tracks now, and I gotta say, like, I don't think any of them stand out to me as like particularly bad or anything like that. I'm pretty sure I've enjoyed most of what I've raced on. I think the final 2 cups, the Egg Grand Prix and the Secret Grand Prix, are the main ones that I haven't really tackled yet, so I don't have too much to say about those. I did race on Kronos Island and White Space in the online mode, but you know, those were my first attempts at those tracks, so again, I don't got much to say about them. But I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you know, I've really enjoyed all the courses in this game. I'm not super duper crazy about Mystic Jungle, not gonna lie. But I don't have, like, I don't know, I don't really have, like, super strong feelings about it one way or the other, so I don't know, make of that what you will. Another pretty cool thing to me about this game is that they are gonna be including other Sega characters as free DLC in the months ahead. Honestly, that's a really cool way to just keep people coming back to this game. Because the truth of the matter is, it's not a super cheap game to pick up. I mean, $70 is a lot of money for any game. Then on top of that, there's a $20 season pass as well. So it's not a cheap game to invest in, like, truthfully. So at the very least, like, adding in some free Sega characters is like, I don't know, they have like timed events, I think. It's a cool way to feel like you still get some cool free stuff without having to spend $20 to play as SpongeBob, you know? I'm gonna pull out my small little wish list here for Sonic Claus. Maybe he can lay these under my Steam library too. I think it'd be really cool if they put Ai in this game. Monkey Ball's making a comeback. I love me some Monkey Ball. I don't know what it is about me and monkey games. I grew up playing a bunch of them. Those classic Monkey Ball games, man. They GameCube classics right there. And it seems like there's a good chance he's gonna be showing up in the game at some point. I'm also counting counting on you, Sega. Don't let me down, man. Don't let the flame die out here. You know you want to add Billy Hatcher to this game. I know you do. I see you. I see you going, man. We gotta get this guy back in action. We gotta dust him off and put him out on the track. Don't worry. I'm your voice of reason. I'm translating your conscience. I know how it is. It's okay. Shh. And I don't know, maybe just some of the other Sega All-Stars who made appearances in some of the previous games like Samba de Amigo. I think Knights is all but confirmed at this point. And from the actual Sonic side of things, I mean, I think they mostly tackled their bases pretty well. There are 2 picks that I think would be cool to see that I am not counting on whatsoever. Mecha Sonic? What can I say, man? Mario Bros. Z made me love this character. I'll crush you! Chaos. Chaos would be pretty cool. Again, I'm not gonna hold my breath. But yeah, I don't know. I guess that's kind of the basic gist of Sonic Cross Worlds. It's a lot of fun. This is a racing game I can see myself, like, playing for a bit. I can see myself getting a little bit of time out of this. I haven't played a ton of the online yet. I played, like, maybe about an hour. And at least from what I played so far, I didn't experience any kind of connectivity issues. Some of that was present in the online network test, but I also haven't played with any friends yet. I haven't grouped up with anybody. That was whenever I seemed to have the most trouble. So I can't say for sure if that's been addressed yet. Hopefully it has. I mean, that was the point of the online network test, right? To be able to, like, you know, scrub some of that out before the full game launches. Hopefully it's been addressed. Especially because the online is absolutely where I'm going to be spending the bulk of my time with this game. That's just what I do. That's just what I do in these kinds of, like, multiplayer games. I like to play online. But, you know, I can still see myself going back and playing some of the single-player content, though, too, because, I don't know, it'd just be fun to complete it. It'd be fun to complete it and to unlock, you know, extra car customizations. I think it'd be cool to unlock Supersonic, even though I can't use them online, but, I don't know, it'd just be fun to do. It's just a fun thing to grind towards. For the final time, I just want to thank Sega for hooking me up. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. What I'm about to say has absolutely nothing to do with the quality of the game or anything like that. But if they didn't hook me up, I was really thinking I was probably gonna pass on this for now because, I mean, $70 is just a lot to spend on any kind of game right now, and there's still a bunch of other games coming out before the end of the year that I want to take a look at. The game is fun. I think if you picked it up at full price, you know, the full 70 smackers, you can probably get 70 bucks worth of fun out of it. I mean, it's loaded with content, it's loaded with tons of customization options, lots of characters. It's a lot of fun. But that being said, if you are interested in the game and that price is just a little bit off-putting to you right now, from what I understand, Sonic games tend to go on sale pretty often, so I'm sure this game is going to be no exception. It'll be on sale at some point. You could probably pick it up then. Another great thing about Sonic Cross Worlds is that it is cross-play, so I don't think you got to worry about like any FOMO or anything like that. I would suspect that the online isn't gonna die out too quickly or anything like that, especially since, yeah, it's on everything just about, and cross-play is gonna keep that online environment healthy for a while, as well as the timed events, which will keep people coming back to unlock new characters and all that fun stuff. On top of that, the season pass with characters rolling out. I mean, this game seems like it's gonna have a pretty consistent rollout of content for at least probably the first year. I would love to see this game be successful enough to get a second season pass with some more characters. That's another thing I will touch upon real quick before I end this thing off. I know 20 bucks for a season pass is a lot on top of a $70 game, but I gotta give them this. I mean, it does seem like the season pass is gonna be worth its salt. I mean, there's tons of characters coming to this thing. And from what I can tell, they all come with new carts to customize, as well as brand new tracks alongside them. It looks like we're gonna get at least 2 new cups out of the DLC, so yeah. Well, okay, so anyway, I want to hear from you guys. Have you guys picked up Sonic Cross Worlds? Any of you out there thinking about picking it up? If you have, are you enjoying it? I mean, I'm having a blast. It's tons of fun. I think it's a great game. Maybe I'll stream it at some point. We could get like a, I don't know, I don't know if they do open lobbies where I can, you know, bring a bunch of viewers in. I don't know. That's something I ought to look into. I don't know, even if you didn't pick it up. I mean, you know, let me know about that too in the comments below. Let me know why maybe you decided not to bite the bullet on this one yet. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you're new here, I'd appreciate it if you could subscribe. That'd be pretty cool too. Supersonic racing. Yeah.